Kev,
Yes, sir.
any interesting facts for the wrestling minute?
Ooh, the wrestling minute, folks. Well, yes, Wade, there has been a lot that has gone on, but we're going to stick to the major talking points because it not only hits that nostalgia that we always get to talk about, but it also involves another people's champion.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
yep.
I'm a sucker for a good people's champion, you guys. I'm not going to lie. That's why I watch, like, Kevin Holland. That dude does not care about winning. He cares about making money and going in there and putting on a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love guys like that. But continue, Kev. Continue.
No, this is one of the original self-proclaimed people's champions came back to Monday Night Raw a few weeks ago and honestly had a bit of a presidential promo, if you ask me, somebody who's rumored to maybe be running for president in 2028. It was time once again for The Rock to return. And guys, they did the classic thing. They had Jinder Mahal come out. If you guys remember him, he's like a Middle Eastern, it might be Indian heavyweight champion that they bring him out. You know, he used to wear a turban and he would do like the foreign menace thing that WWE would do, right? So, you know, he comes out, he talks trash about America and how divided we are, and then boom, out comes The Rock, who does literally, he was wearing a Brahma Bull shirt that had the American flag inside it. Like,
Hell yeah.
He was so, like, American, like that dude is running for president. I think that whole bit was set up that way to do that. But most importantly, he cut a promo saying, hey guys, after this, I got to go down to San Diego and hit the bar. Now, when I hit the bar, should I sit at the bar? Maybe should I grab a stool? Should I sit outside by the patio? Or should I sit at the head of the table? Which, as you guys may not know, the current WWE champion, 1,000+ days, Roman Reigns, calls himself the head of the table. He's also a part of The Rock's extended family. So the thoughts are now that The Rock is coming back to wrestle at WrestleMania. So we are about to have maybe the biggest wrestling event of all time, because CM Punk just came back to the WWE after a 10+ year hiatus. He's been printing money for AEW, and then all of his off-court issues created just as much money for everybody. Now he's in WWE. Now The Rock is coming back to probably lose to Roman Reigns. You know, they still have Cody Rhodes trying to finish that story. So that's the big news now. The Rock he's coming back. He is going to wrestle, and now everybody's trying to figure out when it will be. You know, we all think it will be WrestleMania, but they also have a big premium live event. They're not pay-per-views for the WWE anymore because, you know, Peacock. But so they have a PLE in Australia that could also be, you know, another great thing in the wrestling business. When you want to put yourself over in another country, you bring one of the world's biggest stars and you have him fight, you know, in Australia, or they have another one in France coming up as well. So, but hey, there you go. The Rock coming back to wrestle. I'll be honest with you guys, in the 2 minutes of action I saw him in, he was already, as a wrestling term, he was already blown up. You know, he was breathing pretty heavy. He was sweating pretty hard for what amounts to not a lot of action. So I'm a little worried about him putting on a great performance at the ring. But what do you guys think? Wade, I'm sure you probably watched The Rock in your day.
Yeah.
Would you watch him main event WrestleMania? Would that bring you back?
That would bring me back. I would definitely want to catch some old nostalgia with watching The Rock again. Although you didn't paint him really well with the stamina there, so hopefully he looks he looks a little better.
He's got 3 months.
Tough start.
He's been pumping so much iron now. He's just left the cardio behind.
I think
Have you guys seen like his cheat meals?
Yeah, it's
when he does that when he's lifting, he'll have like a stack like a foot high of protein pancakes as like a cheat meal. It's wild. That is worth a YouTube search, ladies and gentlemen, is like some of The Rock's cheat
You ever
meals.
seen like the sushi family platter that he has?
Oh yeah, you could like hold out both of your arms and still not be able to hold like all the food that this guy is eating.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so he eats like I think I saw like 10,000 calories a day or something like that.
Yeah, I cannot, like, I can do, the most that I can do, I've discovered, is around 4,000. I cannot imagine eating 10,000 calories in a day. That is so wild to think about.
And this dude's like twice our age, or at least twice your age, Clayton. He's maybe,
easily.
Yeah, he's in his 50s doing this, which I'm sure it's all natural. And I'm sure.
Yeah.
Rock and Rogan in 2028, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's like bipartisan too. Like that's gonna that reaches across the aisle, Clayton. That's smart. That's smart. That's the move right there. So
got my vote.
I do find it funny, guys. So one of the reasons 10 years ago that CM Punk got so mad at the WWE and left was because he never got the headline at WrestleMania. In fact, when he came back in November, one of the things he said on top of "I'm here to make money, not friends" was "I'm here to main event WrestleMania." Well, he got so mad in the early 20-teens because guys like The Rock, part-timers like Batista and The Rock, kept coming back during breaks of their movie career, and because they were such big draws, they would get WrestleMania main event. Now, thank God for CM Punk, WrestleMania is 2 nights now, so they can cheat, and they could technically both be the main event. But to me, I found that just freaking hilarious. CM Punk comes back after all these years, and not even a month later, because The Rock hasn't come back to wrestle probably even since then. You right? Like, it's been a decade since that guy's like, he'll make his appearances, he'll come in and do a soundbite or whatever, but he doesn't wrestle anymore. And I just found that to be too damn hilarious. And as soon as it's almost like The Rock has a little ego about it, and like he's like, "Oh, CM Punk's back, huh? Well, Rock has free time." Yeah, he's just sitting here like, "Hey guys, I'd love to do WrestleMania this year." You know, it's like, "Oh, fuck you, man." Fuck you.
I honestly, I could see The Rock doing that, just to fuck with CM Punk.
Yeah, rich people do petty things. Like, I remember once hearing a story where 50 Cent bought like the first 6 rows of a Ja Rule concert so that no one would sit there. Like, dude, rich people do some weird shit when they're mad at each other.
Dude, I wish that I had money to be able to buy the front 6 rows of a concert. Like, what the heck, dude? Like, what are we doing with ourselves here?
I watched that interview and they're asking him about it, and he goes, "Yeah, I just did it." So he could go out there and there's nobody there. It was only like $50K. It's weird.
Yeah, you know, Vitamin C was good fun.
That is insane. Speaking of old nostalgia, I just saw a video of Stone Cold getting in a
it was in a cold plunge. Yep.
Yeah, the cold plunge. He got his first attempt. He lasted 10 seconds. He's like, "Oh, fuck this shit," basically. And then he went back in. He did it. But like, if it's too cold for Stone Cold, like, I thought about doing a cold plunge, but damn.
Not. If he can't handle it, there's no way I'm handling it.
Right. If you want to be the man, you got to beat the man, and the man is the cold plunge, and none of us have beat the man yet. So follow my podcast, the Hot Take Sports Podcast, at Hot Take Sports 16 on all of your social medias. Kev, where can they find you, brother?
Well, as long as you're not Raw General Manager Adam Pearce, who blocked me on Twitter for making a phrasing joke.
What?
No
way! Come on, you got to steal that now. You can't just say that and then like not kill me.
I forgot I was gonna put it in the Wrestling Minute, but I totally forgot. So here's a little bonus. Yes, Raw's General Manager Adam Pearce, former Ring of Honor guy, blocked me on Twitter over the weekend, and this is why. So, Judgment Day. Their leader is Rhea Ripley, the women's WWE champion. She's a great, phenomenal athlete. Might be the best worker overall, like man or woman in that company right now. Like, she is a fucking beast. But in storyline, they booked some other members from her stable in 2 matches on Monday. And so the thing that WWE does a little better, in my opinion, than AEW is they actually tweet in kayfabe. So like, they'll do some Twitter storylines that are actually tie into the show. So she tags Raw GM Adam Pearce, says, "Thanks, Adam, for making these 2 matches for me." He quote tweets her, guys, and he says, and I quote, "Thank you for your full-throated endorsement. And then there was a rest of a sentence. But, you know, guys, you know what we do at Bite Size Sports. Like, we make memes, we make jokes. So naturally, I posted my favorite Archer clip where he just says, "So are we not doing phrasing anymore?" And that got me blocked.
Way.
That got me blocked by an alleged professional entertainer.
Wow.
So, you know, Nick Aldis would never. Let's go SmackDown, baby. Let's go.
That's just like, you brought that on yourself, dude. Like,
Right.
you can't tweet, you can't say that, man.
Right? And not expect the internet to do that.
Yeah, no, this is a cruel world that we live in, ladies and gentlemen. Like, you're not getting away with that. No way. Wow. Good for you, Kev. I'm happy that you at least made a joke about it, and that guy cannot take a joke. So wow, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, come on, Adam. Us bald guys are supposed to stick together, man. It's not my fault. You had the entire English vocabulary at your disposal, and you chose those words knowing how many wrestling fans already thirst over that one particular. You had to know people were going to make fun of you for that, man. Oh. And if you're not, as you guys see, also can see right here, you can find me on the Clout Route Tuesdays and Sundays. I make jokes a lot, even at my own expense. So I can't understand blocking someone over a joke, especially a frickin' phrasing joke. But anyway, if you want more comedy gold like that, you can find me on Twitter at @KevNevick_.